Hip hop was born out of necessity. It started in the Bronx in the 1970s, where DJs and MCs turned the struggle into an art form. It was the voice of the voiceless, the soundtrack of the streets. At its core, hip hop was about storytelling. Rappers weren't just rhyming words, they were painting pictures of their reality. Every verse was a glimpse into the pain, joy, and chaos of life in the hood. From Public Enemy calling out injustice to Nas taking us through the projects in Illmatic. Hip hop wasn't just entertainment, it was education. And it was authentic. There was no AI, writing rhymes, no industry formulas. Every artist had their own sound, flow, and perspective. Whether it was the East Coast boom bap, the West Coast G's funk, or the South's emerging bounce. Hip hop was diverse, and it was real. By the late 80s and 90s, hip hop had become unstoppable. The golden era wasn't just about great music, it was about competition, respect, and the hunger to be the best. This was when bars mattered. You couldn't just ride a beat, you had to have something to say. Artists sharpened their craft in ciphers and battles, pushing the culture forward. Look at Nas. At just 20 years old, he dropped Illmatic, an album so lyrical and so vivid, it became an instant classic. Look at Tupac. He wasn't just rapping, he was preaching, challenging the system while making you feel his pain. Biggie, DMX, Jay-Z, Outkast, each of them told stories that defined an era. Hip-hop was more than music, it was community. Mixtape culture thrived. Rap crews like Wu-Tang, Dipset, G-Unit gave young artists a platform before social media ever existed. DJs broke records at clubs, not algorithms on TikTok. If you were dope, the streets crowned you, not a streaming playlist. But the industry saw something in hip-hop: profit. And once they saw how much money could be made, the focus shifted from talent to trends. In the early 2000s, we saw a rise of ringtone rap. The game was no longer about who had the best bars, it was about who could make the catchiest hook. Tracks like Laffy Taffy, Crank That took over, and labels realized they didn't need deep lyricism to sell records. They just needed a viral hit. Then came the streaming era. Labels stopped investing in artists for the long haul. Why develop an MC when they could just manufacture the next TikTok sensation? Hip-hop had becoming more about algorithmic success than authenticity. And just like that, the culture was no longer in the hands of the artist, it was in the hands of the industry. But hip-hop isn't dead, because there are still artists fighting the machine. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Griselda, Rhapsody, they all represent a resistance, proving that real rap still has a place. The question is, will we fight for it? Will we support artists who bring back storytelling, originality, and lyricism? Or will we let the industry decide what hip-hop should be? The culture is at a crossroads. And in the next video, we're diving even deeper because the machine didn't just take over hip-hop. It changed it forever.